Hi there. Yes, my hair is wet. I just got out of the shower. Yes, I am wearing pajamas. No, this is not my house. Yes, I am recording this on my phone. I'm a mess. Moving on. So, I have a confession to make. I've never seen a Marvel movie. Yes, it is 2019. This will probably be released in 2020, but it is the end of 2019, and I have never seen a Marvel movie. At least, not more than like 5 minutes of one. I've seen like 5-ish minutes of one of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know which one. I think it was one. I honestly don't know. Anyway, I have decided that I am going to correct this. So I'm about to watch the very first Marvel movie and just see how I like it. Now, this movie came out, this is Iron Man, and it came out in like 2008 or something. So obviously the quality of the movie isn't going to be as good as some of the more modern ones. But yeah, I just wanted to see what I think about it and just record what my reaction to the movie is. So yeah, we're gonna try this. I would like to preface this by saying that I do know a little bit about the Marvel Universe, because it's 2019. How could you not? But I know basically nothing about Iron Man. I know he's eventually a part of the Avengers. I know that there's a very rich man named, Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark. Right, Tony Stark, who's rich. Did I say that already? I think I did. There's a man, Tony Stark. He's rich. He's super smart. He's really smart. He makes some sort of advanced suit thing and fights crime or something. Yeah, that's about all I know. Yeah, I'm going into this with very little knowledge. Look, my hair's dry now. Well, mostly. So I just finished the movie, and I gotta say, it was good. I understand why people like Marvel movies so much. Obviously, the special effects were sketchy at best, but it was 2008, so I'll go easy on it. Even though I'd heard a little bit about the personality of the character of Tony Stark, I gotta say, I think he is the most extra person I have ever seen in my entire life. But even though it was the most extra thing I've ever seen, him suiting up was really cool. I gotta admit. I don't know what's more unrealistic, though. The fact that he was able to make that entire suit while being watched by terrorists, or the fact that he was able to make the suits fly. I don't know much about anything, really, but I do know that there's nothing in any of the suits that would give him lift. I mean, yeah, like, obviously the thrusters and the feet create a lot of force going up, but when it comes to trying to, like, fly sideways or something, he has nothing to help keep him up in the air. Also, how did he not die? He crashed into the ground on like 3 separate occasions from heights that would normally kill a person. I don't care what kind of suit you're in, there's only so much it can do to prevent your bones from shattering on impact. But yeah, I really liked it. Now I kind of want to watch the next one, but it's like 1 o'clock at night, so that might not be the best idea, but I still might do it because I'm not smart. I'm not smart at all. I'm really happy that I waited until a time when I could binge watch all of the movies, because I will definitely be binge watching all of the movies. I gotta say, as an introduction to the MCU, Iron Man was pretty good. I don't entirely know how I feel about the character of Tony Stark, though. I mean, he starts out this rich, pretentious prick, honestly. I mean, he's kind of like the poster child of what, a super rich, snobby, entitled person would be. And I also find his character arc to be slightly unrealistic. I mean, I get that it's fiction, and the people who created him wanted to make a character that was actually likable. But the fact that he started out as this kind of completely apathetic towards anyone else person who, I don't know if he actually genuinely thought that the weapons that he was helping to develop were helping the world, but someone who genuinely didn't seem to think that they were a problem. It just seems strange to me that it would take literally being captured by terrorists in order for it to click. you know, he's a smart person, and I understand that generally whenever you're super book smart, you don't have a whole lot of common sense. But I mean, come on, Tony, you know that underhand weapons deals happens all the time. Surely you would, and even without that, you know that when it comes to fighting terrorists, that there's a lot of civilian casualties. I understand that what he went through was a very dramatic experience in his life, and that seeing what his weapons created obviously had a very profound impact on him. But I just think that if he was so gung-ho about making things that blew other things up before he was captured, I don't know if the experience that he went through would then change his mind about making those weapons. I mean, I really feel like realistically the only thing it would have done was make him very, very cautious and suspicious when it came to selling weapons, and you know, maybe putting, you know, developing some sort of really high-tech security measure in order to prevent the weapons from falling into the wrong hands, or to make sure that the weapons only targeted terrorists. But the fact that he would go from basically being solely a weapons developer to basically putting all of that on hold, just as far as realistic, you know, character arc goes, I'm not sure that that I believe that would, something like that would happen in real life. But granted, the entire movie is you know, the entire MCU is complete fiction, so what you gonna do about it? Obadiah was a pretty stereotypical villain, you know, just thirst for power, and I guess power, because, I mean, since he was already pretty high up in the company, I'm guessing that he already had money, because wasn't he, like, second in command or something? So really, he just wanted to be the top dog on the food chain. And, yeah, it was pretty maniacal, pretty psychotic, liked to throw big objects around. Yeah, there's not really much more I can say about him, other than, pretty stereotypical villain, which that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it does feel kind of uncreative as far as trying to make good characters. Which, I mean, again, it's the villain. You know, you don't want to make a villain that you are supposed to despise too likable, but you do want to try and make all of the characters in a story have some sort of depth to them. And Obadiah didn't really have any depth. He was just pretty stereotypical. I mean, it was still a really good movie. You know, I don't have any problem with the movie. I don't have any big problem with any of the characters, but I do feel like something could have been done to make Obadiah just a little bit richer as a character. But that's just my opinion. I'm not, you know, a big movie screenwriter person or whatever, so, you know, what does my opinion matter? I gotta say, it was really weird seeing the clash of 2008 technology collide with what Tony was supposed to have developed. Because, I mean, you know, he had all sorts of super high-tech stuff that we don't even have in this day and age. But then you would see random things like a Bluetooth in Pepper's ear, or a really outdated laptop. And, well, outdated for our time, you know. I'm sure it was some big technology at the time of 2008, but it was always funny just to kind of see those two things collide, because it's like, this seems out of place. Or like if a kind of supposedly high-tech monitor had a design that was very obviously older. It was seeing technology collide like that is always really funny. Like seeing the way, say, in Star Trek, that they're trying to make something appear to be, you know, 200, 300, 400 years into the future, and you know, you're dealing with something, you know, in the original series that was 1960s. It can be very hard to get it to work. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about it other than overall it was a pretty good movie, and I can see why people really like Marvel. If the rest of the Marvel movies are as good as this, then yeah, I think I'm gonna enjoy it. And I'm just like Star Trek. I'm glad I'm finally getting into it, and I really think I'm gonna enjoy it. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye now.